What is going on, guys? Welcome yourselves back to another video. So, Post Malone's album dropped. I'm gonna get right into it, right into reviewing this album. Quick thing, probably no podcast this week, maybe one later today, maybe tomorrow. Either way, keep on the lookout. But right now, I'm gonna be quickly reviewing Post Malone's album. Now, keep in mind, I have not listened to this album less than once. Like, this is not the first reaction, but I also haven't listened to it over and over again. I just have a pretty good opinion on most of the songs. So I'm gonna go song by song, then kind of give a whole album review because, the songs can all be good, but if it doesn't have continuity as an album, which I'm not saying if it does or doesn't, that's kind of where the album review comes in. So let's start with track one, Hollywood's Bleeding. I love this song so much. I feel like it's been a little overlooked because we all know the song that is probably gonna blow up the absolute most, at first at least, and that is "Take What You Want" with Ozzy Osbourne and Travis Scott. Get into that song in a second, but Hollywood's Bleeding. I really like the ambience. I like at the start how he's going, ooh, or something. I don't even know what he did exactly because I suck at singing, but I love what he did at the start of that song. Love the beat. I think it could have been a little longer. I think Bazzi would have been a really great person to put on this, or Khaled. But it's the album song, so it's great. The hook is so catchy, and it's pretty cool. Hollywood's bleeding, but it's the place we call home is basically what it says. So Saint Tropez or Saint Troops or whatever. So this song, I didn't like it at first, but I'm starting to like it. I don't like it as much as Hollywood's Bleeding, but I really like the hook. I've been waiting for a long time. I really enjoy this song too. I give Hollywood's Bleeding 1 out of 10. So 10 being like, my favorite song on his last album, Beer Bongs and Bentleys, was "Blame It On Me," but probably like the top song from that was like "Better Now." So "Better Now" being a 10, I'd say Hollywood's Bleeding is about an 8 or 9. I'd say Saint Tropez or Troops or whatever is about a 7.5. Enemies, with the baby. I really like Enemies. It's different. It's a little more like wow. In the sense that it's a little less singy because he kind of has those two styles going for him, the little more rappy style and, obviously the really singy style. Those are probably his two most primary styles. But I really like Enemies. I really like the hook. I like what it's talking about because it's true. I did not like DaBaby's feature. It almost sounded like he sounded like a little too loud. I didn't hate it or anything. I didn't like it that much. So 1 out of 10. I mean, I'd probably give this song probably about a 6. But that's counting DaBaby. Without DaBaby, like let's just say Post had another verse or so with someone else, it'd probably be a little higher. Next is Allergic, track number 4. This track is really different. For Post, because like I said, he has those kind of two primary styles. The more singing, like Hollywood's Bleeding and Circles, because obviously we'll get to Circles and all that, but Circles Goodbye, Hollywood's Bleeding, that's kind of more of his singing, Sunflower even. And then Saint Tropez is kind of more of his little rapping. Enemies is kind of like in the middle. Allergic is kind of like a rock song. Allergic. I really like it. I really like this song. It's different. But I'm not really digging it as much as the other ones, but I think how he did and kind of changed his style around and all that, I think that was really well done. I'd give this song, about a 6 out of 10. 1,000 Bad Times, track number 5. I really like this song. It's kind of talking about obviously whatever girl, whatever person he's talking to him, giving him all these bad times. What's another bad time? I really like the song. The hook is super good. The verses are really great too. And it's just kind of a little more chill as far as the instrumental goes. I really like this song. So I give this song about an 8 out of 10. Circles, obviously did release last week, but it's still a song. Circles, I really like this song. I give this one a 9 out of 10. Funny thing is, I think I do like Hollywood's Bleeding better than the Circles, which is probably an unpopular opinion. Even though people will love Hollywood's Bleeding, very likely, and Circles, but but we're talking about Circles, right? I didn't like the beat at first, but every time I play the song, I'm kicking my leg to it. I love the beat now. Um, I like what it's talking about. It's a clean song too, so that's good. Um, but yeah, I really like this song. It really lifts you up. It makes you happy. Um, and when it comes to rap music and all of that, it doesn't always do that. You kind of need some like worship or Christian music, to do that. Or like a happier song by like Marshmello or something like that. But this is one of those songs where it really brings your mood up. And yeah, Die For Me, absolutely love this song. um, this was my favorite listening to the album the first time. Right now, I'm not exactly sure which is my favorite. Um, but this is great. One of my biggest criticisms with Future is that I can't understand what he's saying, and I get that's kind of like part of his brand and kind of part of what he does. But I could understand what the Future was saying for the most part in this. Halsey was a really nice feature. Post Malone picked really good people to feature on this song, and I love how Future took the second hook, and that sounded super great. Then Halsey came in, and then they all did the hook at the end. I think that sounded really, really nice. And yeah, just Post Malone obviously sounds great, but it's about half Post Malone, half features. But I think that was great. On the Road, I love this song as well too. The thing about On the Road was at first I thought it sounded a lot like Die For Me, but I don't know. Just a side note, it doesn't really. Um, that's a great song. Meek Mill's part on it is more of like a gospel kind of like him like talking and being like lyrical kind of thing more than like him flowing on the beat, which usually I don't like because I don't know because I'm mainstream or something like that. But I enjoyed what he was talking about. Um, it brought a little realness to the song. Not that Post Malone doesn't, but Post Malone doesn't really usually get like super lyrical, and that's not a diss to Post Malone. It's just kind of true. But I love Meek Mill's part. I normally don't like Lil Baby. I normally don't like Future either, but Lil Baby was great on this. Um, yeah, it's a little hard to understand what he was saying, but that's just how it is. That's just me being ignorant to people like Lil Baby and Gunna and Young Thug and all of that. But it's okay. Normally I don't like them, but on this song I did. On the road, the hook, oh my gosh, and Post Malone's verse is great. Yeah, I've been on the road. Man, I need to stop singing these songs, but I really love the hook. Um, Now take what you want. I take it back. This is probably my favorite song right now. It's gonna be everybody's favorite song, so it's kind of like no duh. I like this song probably the best right now. Um, but I can't say like what's gonna be my favorite in like a bit. But right now, take what you want is. Okay, let's talk about Ozzy Osbourne. So something similar to this happened when Drake dropped his Scorpion project. He had Michael Jackson on. I think it was I Don't Want to Know or something. Um, that was pretty good. But the difference to why I feel like this was extra good is because obviously I'm not trying to disrespect Michael Jackson or anything, but Ozzy Osbourne is alive, so they were actually probably able to go in the studio and actually work on this. Regardless, hook is super catchy. Um, Ozzy Osbourne sounds great, and then when Post Malone takes the hook, it sounds even better because all the instrumental came in. But then when Ozzy Osbourne takes the last hook, the third hook, it sounds even better because it's Ozzy Osbourne. Travis Scott's part is pretty not Scott. Travis Scott's part is pretty good. Guys, excuse that background sound. That's the my bad. Anyways, yeah, Travis Scott is good, dude. Post Malone is great. Yeah, it's just a great song. And I just realized I stopped rating these songs, so I'm just gonna do just super quick. Die for Me is a 9. On the Road is a 9. Take What You Want is a 10, dude. I love all these features. So sorry for being kind of jumbled around and all that, but like I'm doing this one take, so I'm just making sure I'm getting everything properly. But Take What You Want, a really great song. I do have one little criticism. People are probably gonna get on me for this one, but I feel like there's a little too much reverb on Travis Scott. I don't know. And then the guitar solo, oh my, the guitar solo is so cool. I cannot wait to blast that on my sound system rather than just listening on headphones or whatever. I'm gonna be. I like that song. It's kind of like a fun little different song. yeah, not much to really say about that song, but I like what Post Malone's saying, and he sounds a little different. Like I said, it's just a little more fun, kind of different song for him. I give this one a 7 out of 10. Staring at the Sun, feat SZA. Okay, I listened to the song the first time. I didn't really like it, and you know why? Is because before I listened to the song, I said to myself, if they use a all the stars kind of beat, or that song that SZA did with DJ Khaled, if they use just another really R&B beat, I'm gonna be kind of mad. And I get SZA thrives on that, but I kind of wanted to see something different, right? They didn't really give me that as far as the beat goes. But as far as the hook goes, super like it, and the song is my favorite. But it's not bad at all, and I think everything about it's good. It's just not my favorite, and I do like the beat. I just didn't really for first listen, but like I said, I don't love the song, but it's a really good song. So I give this an 8 out of 10. Sunflower, obviously, that's been out for ages. I don't know why you really put it on this album. Well, I do know why. It's more sales and makes the album look better. So it's not a diss or anything, but I mean, amazing song. Sunflower, 10 out of 10, absolute 10 out of 10. I love that song. I mean, everybody that has a lot of plays, or not a lot of plays. It has a billion plays on Spotify. That's just Spotify. I sounded really ignorant right there. Internet. Okay, Internet. This song's really, really cool. Really cool. Really cool. I like what he's kind of talking about. About how he's not going to know what's going on because he's been off the internet, so don't expect him to know what's going on. So this song really doesn't have a verse, chorus, bridge, chorus, verse, chorus, or something like that. It does not. It's this song to me feels almost like a little bit of a Disney song as far as the beat goes, of course. As far as his part, I mean, a little bit. So I like how half of it is really him belting out notes, building up, and then it's like this atmospheric, build up of him, of an instrumental. So I actually really like this song. I give this a 9 out of 10. This is a great song. Goodbyes, feat Young Thug. Been on a bit, just like Sunflower, just like Circles. Wow, which we're about to get to. But the Goodbyes is absolutely beautiful. I give this song's a 10 out of 10 as well. A really, really great song. And I normally don't like Young Thug, but Young Thug is he's great on this song. Well, not great. He's pretty good. So yeah, I give this song a 10 out of 10, 100%. Myself is probably my least favorite song on this album. Now that being said, that's not a bad thing because I still quite enjoy this song, just not as much as the other one. So I'd probably give this one about a 5. Is it bad? No. Is the production bad? No. Is post bad? No. Is the beat bad? No. Is the song bad? No. Just not my favorite, but it's still a pretty good song. So yeah, 5 out of 10. But of course, I'd 100% listen to it again because it's a good song. I know. This song's pretty good. Again, it's not my favorite, but it's quite good. But I give this one a little bit higher than myself because I just like a little more, so I give this probably about 6.5. And then Wow. Not gonna lie, I would have liked a little bit of a different song than Wow at the end because Wow really felt like an independent single. And it probably was. I mean, maybe he probably should have took Wow and Sunflower out and had new songs in. If we're talking, we want more music from him. But if we're talking from his standpoint, it's very smart to put Wow and Sunflower in here. So I'm not really knocking him for that. But Wow, absolute great song. I give that about a 9 out of 10. I mean, it's been out for a pretty long time, which is why I didn't think it'd be on this album. So pretty good. So you guys have heard my review. I really enjoy all of these songs, and even the ones I don't really enjoy, I still enjoy. So great songs. Now album. Now here's the thing. This doesn't really feel like a story album. It does not really. I know I'd probably have to listen to it a little more again, but Wow doesn't feel like an ending. But Hollywood's Bleeding does feel like an opening, because I mean it is an opening. So I don't know, guys. I'm gonna have to sit on what I think about this album as a whole. But if I was to give this 1 out of 10 for an album, 10 being like, I don't know, I can't think of an album that everybody can agree is amazing. Okay, Astroworld by Travis Scott, Beer Bongs and Bentleys. Let's just say those are a 10, which I don't even know if I'd say they're a 10, but let's just say those two albums are a 10. I give this song a 9 point. I mean, it's not this song. I give this album a 9.2. It's not absolutely perfect, but what makes it so high is songs like "Take What You Want," which just it sounds like a song you've already heard a lot, like a classic. Um, these songs with the triple features, or double, I guess you could say, "Die for Me," "On the Road," "Take What You Want." I like how they're all kind of together. Um, Absolutely amazing. Favorite part of this album, favorite little, uh, you know, certain spot or whatever, or moment, I guess. I have two. The guitar solo in "Take What You Want," and probably the build up in "Internet" when it just gets all crazy and all that. Um, Other than that, nothing really super huge that happened, I guess. Oh my gosh, I'm tripping, dude. Die for Me when all of them go ahead and they all sing the chorus. Future, Halsey, Hazley. Well, Halsey, it's Halsey. Okay, whatever. But I'm Post Malone. I better go before I get roasted. Let me know what you think about this album, guys. Here's a funny thing. It always seems like I said, I don't really like Lil Baby normally. Meek Mill, he's okay, and of course I love Travis Scott, but and SZA, I don't love her normally. Same with the Baby, same with Young Thug, but I feel like, and same with 21 Savage, bro. I don't hate any of these people, but I don't love any of these people. But when they collab with Post Malone, I feel like Post Malone has like the best features ever. I mean, I don't know. Is that just me? I'm really thinking about doing a video on why Post Malone has the best features. It's a good title, and I wonder too. So I'll look up and do some research on that. But let me know what you guys thought of this album. Let me know your favorite track below. Don't roast me, okay? Please don't roast me because my opinions will change. That's why I'm gonna do an updated review of this album. Maybe one with Lucas. I mean, who knows? Check out the last podcast link below. My own music. Stuff like that. We did a reaction to Circles, Post Malone's last single before the album last week. You go ahead and check it out. All right, let me know what you think this album is. If you love it, if you hate it. People are loving it so far, but it's been out it's not been out that long, so we'll see. I might absolutely hate it eventually. Not just kidding, but I might absolutely love it even more. What was my least favorite song was Myself. That might be my favorite song eventually. It just depends. So let me know what you guys thought down below. Leave a like, subscribe. Let me know what you thought of this video. If my review's absolutely trash or whatnot. And yeah, I mean, who do you? It's kind of like a random question, but like, who do you guys like to go to watch the reviews of music? My favorite person is Sean C. Has the same name as me. That rhymed. All right, I'll see you later. Gucci. Oh my gosh, that was horrific. All right, bye guys.